Hey, what's up my friends? In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up Streamlabs OBS so that by the end of this video, you can smash that go live. Now put on your streaming pants, buckle up, and let's do this together. Now before we dive fully into this video, I want to quickly tell you that this video is broken up into 5 sections. So to quickly tell you, it's the launch, it's the settings, it's the scenes and sources, and then a few audio and recording settings. Now I want to do this as quickly as possible. I don't want it to be as long as the extended Lord of the Rings edition. As much as I love it. Oh, I love Lord of the Rings. So the very first thing that you're going to do is head on over to streamlabs.com, and it's over here that you're going to just download Streamlabs for the Windows version. So smash that download button and bamboozle, there it is. What you're then going to do is just follow the installation process, and we'll meet back inside of Streamlabs. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is run the program as administrator. So you can even set it to always open in administrative mode. This will give Streamlabs OBS a higher priority to the other things running on your computer that can cause a frame loss or lag in your live stream, so make sure to do that. So as you boot it up, you're going to get something that looks a bit like this, but diving in first, we're going to go into the settings that I use for my live streaming. So I'm going to click over here on this little cogwheel over here, and here we have a whole bunch of settings, but you can just feel free to copy and make sure that yours is exactly the same as mine. Then I'm going to click over here to my stream. This is where you're going to link your live stream to. So if you're live streaming on Twitch or YouTube or Facebook, okay, next we have output, but basically just copy everything I have. I'm going to put up everything on the screen right now within each one so that you can just copy as is. So firstly, a lot of people will ask about what bitrate I should stream at. Well, that's going to depend on your upload speed actually. So if you have a very high upload speed, you can actually upload a much higher bitrate, but it's also going to come at a cost of your CPU usage. So make sure you have a pretty beefy PC. Now for audio, I have 44.1 kilohertz. Probably said that wrong. Probably offended someone who studied audio. Going on to video, I am currently recording, so obviously it's 1920 by 1080, but when you're brand new, Twitch don't care about you. Don't care about whatever quality is. You can be uploading at 1080p, it won't look like 1080p. It won't even buffer at 1080p. So set it to 1280 by 720p on both of these. Then I also have my downscale filter onto Lancancel. My FPS type is the common because I'm the common. Hotkeys, don't have any of those, don't care. Advanced, because we're so cool. And then I have Force GPU render ticked in. All of these things that I don't know what they are. And just a whole bunch of stuff over here. Feel free to pause it wherever you need to. And yeah, I don't think I ever changed anything. Yours will probably look a lot like mine anyways. Scene collections, that's if you want to import custom stream overlays or animations and all that cool dang stuff. Notifications, I would enable them. Detect skipped frames, yes, because you want to know if your stream looks like garbage. It'll tell you here at the bottom. Appearance, this is obviously just, how your Streamlabs OBS is going to look. Remote control, this one's pretty cool. You can download the Streamlabs OBS app on your phone, and then you can have a mini stream deck, and all you do is just scan the QR code, and then you can change scenes, and it's pretty cool. You don't really need an expensive stream deck. You can use your phone. How dank. Next, you have the virtual webcam. Don't know what that is. Don't care. Game overlay. Don't know what that is. Don't care. And that is the settings for us today. So I will be providing all the files that you need, so you can head on over just to my description. There it will link out to my Discord, and just go into free stuff. Over there you'll find a zip file that has all the files you need that we're going to be importing and just kind of placing together in this. So what you're going to do to create a brand new scene is click on this plus icon. You're going to give it a name, and you can just call it intermission screen. So now we're jumping into sources. So like I said, this scene is built on sources. If you're familiar with Photoshop or After Effects or Illustrator or InDesign or any of that stuff, you'd be familiar with layers. So think of it as layers. You're layering the scene. Now let's add the layers and the overlays into our intermission. So we click on this plus icon. So here is all the possible sources you can literally import. There's a plethora, lots of options for you to choose from images. Let's add an image first. So this is your PNGs, JPEGs, all that cool stuff. So you can say add. We're going to click here, add new source, and let's call this white borderlines, and then click add source. Then we're going to click browse. Now this is what's going to be inside of the zip folder. So you can choose whichever one you want, but we're going to click this one. And then we're going to click done. Then once it's in, we're going to right click and then we're going to say transform fit to screen. Boom. There it is. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add a bottom banner here. I've called it my supporters banner. I put like all the people that have subscribed or that have followed me or shared or subscribed, all that kind of information in there. And I've made it a little cool thingy thing, which we can use. We're going to say media source, add source, brand new. And we're going to call this supporters banner. Like a big banner. Anyways, and yeah, we're going to say it to loop and yeah, everything's cool, bro. Now we're going to just hit here onto the browse and select our supporters banner. And we're going to smash open. Boom. That's in here. We're gonna just drag this down. I've just clicked on it. I'm just dragging it. I'm gonna resize it like this. I'm just gonna click on the edge and drag it. Click on this edge and then drag it. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold down Alt, right? And then click over here and it's gonna kind of crop it. So I'm gonna crop it just to the edges of that. Now you have two options. You can have it on top or you can have it below the lines and then you get those cool looking lines just above it. Now the next thing we need to do is add text to this supporters. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna smash this plus button and we're gonna smash text. And we're gonna say add source. We're gonna click brand new and let's call this new followers. Ew. And I'm just gonna Control C and just click add source. And then we're gonna say use Google Fonts. Now this is not gonna be around preference to whatever you like. Roberto is a really good font if you were just wondering, and you can choose that obviously if you want it thin or if you want it thick. Anyways, I'm all about that thin. I'm gonna type in new followers. Okay, that's too thin. Man needs to eat. We're gonna go for boldness, and then yeah, just a whole bunch of options. It's all gonna be completely up to you. You can just choose here. And if you want, you know, you could always just go onto Google and just Google swatches. If you don't know swatches, it's a color, or just search color swatch. So like blue swatch, pink swatch, purple swatch. You can add outlines, all that cool stuff, and just click done. It's gonna show up over here, and we're gonna just drag this down over here. Now, in order to add a follow alert that's gonna automatically update as people follow, we just click this plus icon, and over here we can select a stream label. So you see new followers, new subscribers, new shares, new donations, and all that cool stuff. So we're gonna choose add new source and go followers. Don't judge my low F. And then yeah, it should show automatically who it is, but this one's all-time top donator. So you can select the label type over here, most recent followers. And then you can just, yeah, once again, select the font and all of that. You can even choose whatever's on. You can choose the font and all of that cool stuff over here, and then just choose the font size. Just bear in mind, some people have really long names. Like why? Anyways, smash done. Increase size. Bring it down. Repeat the process. But now what if you wanted to add an icon? Ooh. Easy. Smash that plus icon. Smash image. Add source. New source instead. Icon. Add source. Browse. Icons. Boom. Resize. Bamboozle. Repeat the process until you have this. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to add a camera source. Now click the plus icon, click video capture device, and we're gonna smash add source. Now I already have my EOS set up, so as you can see, here I am. Oh, well hello there. Fancy seeing you here. What brings you here? Boom, here we are once again. And we're just gonna right click on this and we are gonna say transform but stretch to screen. Hello there, it is my face. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag this camera down in the layers. You probably can't see it. What I'm gonna do is see this layer here. I'm gonna just drag it down to underneath all this cool supporting stuff. Then I'm gonna right click over on the bottom of the camera and just kind of remember use Alt and just kind of just change it up a bit and just make sure that fits within here. And then bamboozle, you have an intermission screen. And what you can then do is you can also add a background to the back of this, like whatever your brand colors are. Sweet, you've got your intermission screen set up. How cool is that? Now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna set up the gameplay for when you're actually jamming something, and it's super quick and super easy now that you've kind of got the foundations laid down. So to quickly create the gameplay scene, what we're going to do is left click on add a new scene, and we're going to rename this to gameplay. And then once you're done, click done. And then it's going to be back to square one. But Joel, oh no, it's back to square one. Well, check how easy this is. Let's add a source to capture the gameplay. So we're going to say plus icon, and we're going to go to the game capture. And then you can just say add source, and you can just select brand new one. You can call it game play. Don't judge my small g. I don't know why it's doing this. And then boom, you can select capture any full screen application, and then you can smash done. But I want to warn you quickly, a lot of games it won't pick up. For example, when I stream Red Dead Redemption, it doesn't work. So I add the display capture as an option, and you can just click this eye icon to hide the layer whenever you don't want it. So to add that, you just go to display capture, add it, boom, it's there. And you just add it as a source. Now what we want to do is we want to add our camera to this. So go back to your intermission, select your camera layer, hit Ctrl+C, come back to gameplay tutorial, and then hit Ctrl+V. And boom, it's going to be in here. And you just drag it so it can be whatever size you want. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add an animated border over this. How cool. So to add that, it's very simple. We just click this plus icon and we're going to say media source. We're going to smash add source, smash this, and we're going to call this animated border. I feel like I've probably got all caps on. And we click loop again, smash that browse, find your camera border. You can choose the high res or the low res. I'm choosing low res. And you click loop, you can select the speed you want it to be rotating at, and then smash done. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna just drag it here, and then you're just gonna resize it to whatever size you kind of want it to be. Now I'm gonna show you a cool nifty trick, and then you're gonna select your camera, and then just remember to hold down Alt, and then just pop it within. Boom. There you go, honey bunny. Now if you want this to have rounded edges, I have a tutorial showing you how to set that up, and I even give you more free stuff to do it with. So that's going to pop up on the top of the screen so you can show that, but in this case we're going to go with this animated border. So now what's a cool and quick and easy way to kind of resize both of these? Well, we've done it before. We just select both layers, right click, and then we group, and then boom, you call this camera, and then boom, whenever you select this, you're controlling and moving both, and then you can just move it to both. And let's say you want to just change just the camera layer, just open up the group, select this layer, and then you can just moving on to audio settings. We're going to click over here onto open advanced audio settings, and then just copy everything I've got over here, and boom, you're done. And then you can smash that X button. So I think it's safe to say that you can go live now and have a pretty good looking stream. I mean, my stream's not bad looking. I think it's pretty good looking. A lot of people come in and say your stream looks so slick. Sometimes less is more. And having minimal designs, it's just satisfying. If I missed anything or you have any specific questions, please ask away in the comments below. I'm very active there, very quick to answer, unless I'm sleeping. But as soon as I'm awake, I'm literally checking to see if I can answer any questions. So let me know in the comments below. Hey, even if I don't get to it, someone else will probably get to it and help a brother out. So yeah, hope this added value to you. If it really did, please smash that like button, smash that subscribe button extremely hard or gently. And then I'll see you in the other videos. Yeah. Love you long time.